everyone, V here and welcome back to Shadows over Loathing. This time we will be finishing our education, and for this I need to go to the geology class once again. Just do not remember if it was on this end or on the other end. Wait, that's barbecuing, culinary science, frozen food, steam tunnel access, physical education. No, okay, so it was in a scalar wing. Okay, let's schmooze them out. That's still a little bit of experience. Okay, liberal arts department. Okay, geology once again. Poster for rock focused fraternity. That might sound cool, but remember, rock music, okay, won't be invented for a while now. Professor is not around. Doesn't seem to be a hex rock in that engine thingamajig. I've already read this, so the elevator is not powered, which means we got to go to Lit Frat House. As you walk near the banks of the Porkham River, a medium-sized chunk of sulfur laps up onto the bank. Okay. Nice. And since I have a perk, that will allow me to get twice of everything from a gathering. Well, good. Yes, I definitely need... There we go. Oh, hey, a hex rock. It's just about the right size to run that elevated gizmo in the geology classroom. The frat guys must all be on vacation, so they probably won't mind if you borrow this. They can always pick it up from the classroom when they get back. Consider leaving them a note, but you don't have a chisel. You got an item, elevator power rock. Elevator power rock is a genre of music that will never become popular. I don't want to listen to this. Hello, stop quit walking when you took that. Yeah, they'll figure it out. Oops, that hex rock must have been powering the triangle vision. Hopefully you didn't break it. I'm pretty damn sure that, I mean, what do I care? At least they are immortal. In a way, they are immortal. Petrified to stone, so it's kind of like diet soda immortality, but still. Okay, what do we have here? Ah, so even more shadow fighting. And of course the guys are immune to... I mean, not immune, their physical damage is capped at 5 points. Okay, so I might as well, once again, gotta be louder. Yeah, much better. Okay, what do we have here? Do I have anything that works on a group? No, so the only thing that I can actually do is... yeah, try and take them out one by one. Oh, I think I'm going to actually lose this fight. Okay, I have 2 action points. I'm going to try and make my mosquito do most of it. See, the biggest problem with the mosquito is the fact that this thing attacks at random, so I never know if it's going to attack the one that I want or not. But it seems like, yeah, managed. Just barely, but managed. That still counts. Okay, back to geology class, and let's power the elevator. This is actually pretty cool. I did not expect it to, vibrate like that when I first saw it. Also, I will have to pay a visit to the chemistry classroom one more time. The elevator rumbles and shudders as it takes you down, really far down. It feels like, oh, maybe it's just a really slow elevator. However, eventually it stops, and it all slides open with a ding. You step out into an underground quarry filled with hexagonal rocks formation. Big work lights have been positioned here and there, and they illuminate 3 large hexagonal doors in the facing wall. Nifty. Okay, and here's Dr. Morton. Hello there, are you okay? In a word, no. Who are you? You aren't one of my students. I'm new, I just picked up geology as minor today. I'm Vivian Taylor. Aha. In that case, I guess you're one of my students after all. I'm Dr. Josie Morton. Hello again. In relation to the Morton engine that runs the elevator? Well, now you've been paying attention. Yep, I invented that. Wow, keen. It is pretty keen if I say so myself. Do you need help? But the motor you seem hurt. I could in fact use a bit of assistance here. At my age, I'm not really supposed to be messing around down here in the mine anymore, but I got bored. Went and twisted my full ankle pretty bad if I'm any judge. Oh geez, I can never remember if it's cold or heat for a twisted ankle. It's both cold first and then heat later after the swelling's gone. You don't need to worry about that though. There's a bunch of medical supply kits scattered around down here. At least one of them should have an ankle restoring potion in it. Of course, that's very convenient. And it's a pretty specific potion. A lot of loose pebbles and gravel down here, so it's a situation that crops up on the regular. Okay, I'll go look for it. An emergency eye wash station in case you have any unexpected dirty eye problems. Sorry. How did I stumble upon those words? Okay, never mind. Holy shit. Hey, there's a rat over here. Please take it. Nothing left in here but a bunch of empty bandage boxes. Oh, right, gotta fight these things. Muscle, mysticality, moxie. Okay, I'm dealing this thing's damage in sleaze damage when it comes to imp. Now, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna go with a standard saxophone. Flute. Okay, and this should be enough to destroy one of the golems. Okay, much better. That went way better than expected. Also, holy shit, my mosquito is really strong. Oh, nice. Hexrock helmet. Calling this a helmet really downplays the fact that it's a complete coincidence that it even fits on your head. Fair enough. You follow the Hexrock because they give you no choice, but you're not going to say no to the treats spilling from their corpses. Okay, that was... okay, fair enough. I mean, technically, that's exactly what I've been doing with everybody over here. Right, even more fighting. Okay, but at least... Holy shit, this thing is strong. Yeah, screw it, I'm just gonna let my mosquito do everything over here. Thank you very much. Another rock bust, he'd be great in prison chain gang. Whatever luck me out, I don't care. Okay, I did not manage to read it, I moved away too fast, sorry. Okay, even more monsters. No matter where you go, in what, direction, how you're going to take care of it. The first 3 cabinets will not have what you need. The first 3 cabinets will never have what you need. The ankle potion is going to be in the 4th cabinet, no matter what. Okay, extra shiny Hexrock, just sell it, fair enough. Okay, I am not a botanist. There's a bunch of glowing fungus growing on this rock. Okay. This kit contains 4 big bottles of iodine, which you're not in the market for right now. Jackpot, you got an ankle restoring potion. The label on the side of the bottle says ankle potion, topical use only, do not drink. Honestly, I thought this is for drinking, considering it's a potion, but... never mind. Also, I just want to say one thing. In case you did not notice the hobo music and the jazz music that you hear right now. Oh, nice. Has identical chord progression as the disco music in the zoo rat house. Wait, what's that? That's a combat item. Nice. Excellent. Oh yeah, all of this music is... Ghost Basket, nice. Some bold technician has woven all of this kid's bandages into jaunty ascot. This is a stylish and convenient thing to have on hand in case you get injured at a yak christening. Nice. We help push her around. Okay, what do we have here? Cool, let's touch it again. Pretty cool. The Describe gods with an eerie intelligence and an even eerier lack of fear. Okay. But since I'm here, I might as well keep going with what I'm doing. And yeah, as I said, the jazz music, the hobocan music, and the disco music are basically the same songs, just in different genres, but the same chord progression, same rhythm, same everything. What do we have here? This looks like every other Hex Rock with side, but it's following you around like a littlest puppy. A hexagonal puppy made of magically animated stone. Deals increasing physical damage to your enemies. Nice! You know what, this is actually pretty cool. I have never found this before. Let's use this one. Okay, maybe not. This should be more than enough. Find an ankle potion? Got it right here. Thank goodness. The ground down here is almost as dull as sitting at my desk upstairs. She uncorks the bottle and wraps some into her ankle, and then gingerly gets to her feet. Thanks for that. Did you learn anything down here? I learned there's a lot of weird rocks, and they do a lot of weird things. That's good enough for a minor. Meet me up in the classroom and I'll sign your paperwork. She hobbles into the elevator and heads back upstairs. Excellent. Thank you very much. Also, I should probably check my experience. Advanced shooting techniques. Study them. +5. No, I needed 5 physicality. Okay, so that's for free. +1 to ranged weapon attacks. You commit the techniques to memory and then practice them by shooting the book to pieces with the nearest convenient handgun. Thank you. Let's upgrade. Sacks of Violence will deal 2 more damage per round, definitely. This music was obviously written by somebody who read all about the bad honks and thought the problem with those honks is that they were not bad enough. It's just awful. Sacks of Violence has been upgraded. Speaking of bad honks, you really need to blow your nose. You can't find a tissue, so you use every single page of the book instead. Then, because the book is disgusting now, you throw it away. I don't know what I expected, but I guess. Can I upgrade Soothing Flute? Are you ready to stop laughing? Study the chart of I'm serious. Fingerings, of course. If you do Soothing Flute, will heal 2 additional health points per round. I'm going to describe this as dryly as possible because you clearly don't deserve jokes anymore. You study the chart and improve your skill. Soothing Flute have been upgraded. You discolor the book in a non-humorous way. Of course I do. Okay, 39 experience points, so not gonna upgrade anything. Sheena's a greeting to you. Okay. Hi, Dr. Morton. Go ahead and call me Josie. You did me a solid favor down there. Might literally saved my life considering we were on break. It could have been days before anyone else showed up. Let's see that course transcript of yours. That's complete the minor, you graduated. Great, thanks. No problem, kiddo. You know, you remind me of someone else I met once. Got that same adventure gleam in your eye. Yep, in West of Loathing. Gosh, who? Oh, never mind. You wouldn't have heard of them anyway. Good luck with your other courses. Thank you. And now back to chemistry lab. Loud crashing sounds and yelling from nearby classroom attract your attention and curiosity. You cautiously poke your head in the door and then quickly poke it back out again to dodge a handful of bolts thrown by an angry robot. Several students are cowering behind overturned desks, and you crawl back there to join them as the 2 robots wildly throw junk everywhere. What the heck is going on in here? Well, we're wondering if robots could be programmed to have a sense of team spirit. We split into 2 teams and made these tennis ball throwing robots and then set them to dislike each other. It seems to have worked. Okay, this is... I cannot read binary, sorry. Yeah, a little too well. We should have taught them sportsmanship first. Okay, let's deactivate them. Things explain what robots' shadow switches are, and you duck, dodge, and dive through a storm of debris, eventually managing to shut them down with only minor bruises. Well, thanks a lot. Guess it's back to the drawing board. Maybe just stick to drawing, actually. Fair enough. And now, why do I need to go here? I completely forgot there are two things that you can do. I forgot to explain how this stuff works. You need 4 chemicals, of course, to make a potion. And the first 2 chemicals basically describe the, let's say, effect that is going to have. And the latter 2 potions, latter 2 ingredients, are basically about what it is going to affect. So, what effect and what it is going to affect. So, there are 2 items still that I still need to do. Mercury and more lithium. There we go. It appears that you've made some sort of barnacle dissolving juice. It doesn't seem very useful, at least not for any circumstances likely to be in anytime soon. That's where you're wrong. I'm going to keep it. Vile barnacle dissolver, that's nice. And now, make something. Mercury, lead, arsenic, and lithium. You turn the mixture into vial runs and test. It appears that you've made some sort of umbraline annihilating juice. I am going to keep it. For now, I have Molly with me. But in case I would want to have the professor with me, this is the item that I'm going to need to actually finish the game. Okay, anyways, time to go back. Oh my god, okay, that still seems very expensive. Right, and they want you to buy it new. No thanks, I don't seem to need textbook for what I'm doing here. Fine, just promise, don't you ever buy your textbook new and don't let them make you think that you gotta. He drives back into the sewer just as the campus security guard turns the corner on a bicycle. Of course. Okay, my to-do list. I need to check if I have any side quests. Whether people fulfilled all the requirements for graduation, search the restricted area of the SIT library. Side quest, the unusually smart rat in the SIT steam town would like you to bring him some cheese. The thing is, this quest, this side quest cannot be finished. You basically just keep giving the rat cheese, and he will keep giving you different kind of stuff. Okay, now, nothing else, thanks. Okay, so this, I passed my classes, see? He handed Ted your transcript and he inspected carefully. After a moment he nods, hands you back the transcript and gestures to the door with a thumb. Thanks, Ted. Enter the stacks. What do we have here? Yeah, all the furniture has been pushed into the corner. I wonder how the hell this dude managed to get past Ted, but... yeah, this old man is chanting something in a language you can't understand, apparently conducting some kind of dark ritual. The rather important looking book, which you'll have already noticed is generating some kind of ominous dark portal. Let's interrupt him. Hey dude. Excuse me? What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy? Well, it's just that I'm looking for a certain book, and I'll be frankly amazed if it is a door you've got on that pedestal there. You think I'm just going to give it to you? Get out of here. Who are you? You don't recognize me? Should I? I've only been enrolled here for an afternoon. I'm Dean Wormwood, and if you don't leave immediately, I'll expel you. I already graduated. I mean, out of this dimension. Oh. What are you actually doing? Didn't I just tell you not to interrupt me? Yeah, but you already interrupted now, so you might as well tell me, right? Oh, yes, certainly. Just reveal my entire plan to some random grad student or whoever you are. That would certainly be to my advantage. Would it? Oh, you're being sarcastic. A stellar observation. Full marks. Now get out of here before I put you on a double secret probation. Gee, you don't have to get sore about it. Okay, criticize his candles. We could fight. But why? When you can just, play the dude for a fool. Gotta say though, I don't think you're going to get very far with those candles. Excuse me? Need some proper cold candles for a job like this, not store-bought. Listen, I know a guy. I'll have you know, I made these candles myself. They're pure beeswax and virgin's blood. Virgin's blood on a college campus? Think again, buddy. It's a nerd college you full, virgins of plentiful. That was very real. Sure about us plentiful beehives, right? What, are you implying that my beeswax isn't? No, don't touch that! The dean rushes forward as he reaches to pick up one of the cans and accidentally brushes against the portal. He screeches in pain and terror as he's sucked into it with a whoosh like a mouse caught by a shock vac. And then the portal vanishes with a quiet pop. Whoopsie daisy! This is unmistakably the book you're looking for. Wait, this is just a copy of the student handbook. There's nothing unusual about it. Well, it should. That because book has gotta be around here somewhere though. I think it was near the end. There we go. Ah, here it is. This is unmistakably the book you're looking for. Check it out as examine it or as in borrow it from the library. Both. Librum umbra malum ovilla. Okay. This book radiates menace. The spine is as dry and cracked as the spine of a spooky skeleton. The binding reminds you of a skeleton bound to a dungeon wall with rusty manacles. The picture of a skeleton on the cover is also evocative of something scary, but you can't place what it is. It's evil. Oh wait, there's some hobo code on the wall. Let's take a look. Some hobo code is scratched on the wall. Nice. Go read hobo-relevant literature nearby. Scour the nearby shelves until you find the book in question. Psychography of panhandling. Against a plus meat drops perk. Nice. Academic treatise and begging, of course. Okay, so I think, everything that I wanted, which means that I can go back to Ocean City. In the uncursing machine. What do we want to uncurse? The Librum Umbra Malum Ovilla. Itta vero, you offer the green Latin tome to the machine. Your head tingles as the machine thrums and vibrates. Inhuman vowels ululate in your ear, dark words from at the tip of your tongue. A cacophony of language reverberates and resounds and suddenly dissipates. The goddess is severed from the book. All that nasty Latin has been wiped away, revealing the uncorrupted beauty beneath. You got an item, 101 delicious mutton recipes. The book's curse now lives in the machine. I don't think you can project your consciousness into it. Think again, pal. What do we have? Oh, that's this one. Agi has lost much to the vowels, still he hunts. Else, Agi. Spit on a son of Rome, Greenhild. Yeah, I do not know how you're supposed to read this symbol. Oh, yeah, okay. Henricus offers power on top of peace. Power in return for suckling the sucklings of a she-wolf. That is no power. Agi drinks the milk of bears, and he spits on sons and daughters of Rome. Agi speaks too much of suckling. Think plainly. No truce with Empire Grimhild. Yeah. Farewell for now. There's still wisdom left, not. Read not. For those who ask the right questions, okay. Isla Grimhild. Isles, not often is Latin spoken or soul without bloodshed. It augurs well for our future. Enriquez offers us much power. Yeah, the tribes who ally with the Empire are greatly rewarded, but I can name no tribe who would be as powerful as you, Grimhild. You are good to that man. Reginald, don't speak of marriage at this time. Why scold me? Will it not go well for our future and yours? Secure peace for all, with much power to you and benefits. Would you not like to have fine skills, Greenhill, and spices, and fine creams? Oh well. Okay, now we need to talk to this dude. Henricus has much confidence to come here alone. Ave barbarian. Else, I stand before you in the name of Imperator Gaius Julius Caesar Divius, the main use of these lands. The Imperator's birthday is next Mercury's Day. It is a big birthday, he will be 40. Sign this birthday card, barbarian, and the Empire shall look with favor upon your tribe. Okay, when we are in public, you call me barbarian? So you seek in private to ply me with sweet words, but now you call me barbarian? I am on official business, Greenhill, and my words are chosen accordingly. Do not perceive my passions. It is only because I have a dominion over them. Of course, speak not of passions to me in this place. Sickest. Let's threaten him. You can either sign the card, like a pussy, or you can threaten. Step aside, Henricus, or I'll go right through you. I don't respond to threats. You gotta choose your threats carefully. Hmm. You need to. I already said it. You need to pick your threats correctly, and then it's going to have an effect. Otherwise, you'll have to start over. I think about look at me. What would happen to the man who stands in my way? I don't respond to rhetorical questions. Hmm. Very well, Henricus. Tell me, how would you like to die today? I don't respond to open questions. Do you remember what happened when you first annoyed me? I don't respond to recall and process question. I made my thumbs bedfellow of your eyes. Do you remember that? I don't respond to recall and process questions. This time I will keep going until I am rubbing your eyes together in the palms of my hands. I don't respond to threats. Once again. That's close enough. Look at me. How would you like to die today? Do you remember what happens? I made my thumbs bedfellow of your eyes. I made my thumbs bedfellows of your eyes. Do you remember that? Are you? Now which one was it? Either the second or third. I'm going to go with second. Are you attached to your eyes? Do you think you still will be by sunset? Fair Greenfield, it is fairly one, you are right. I would not wish to lose my eyes and be deprived in turn of your fine beauty. Never return to this place. Are you attached to your eyes? A sharp wit is yours indeed, Greenfield. But, oh, if you had only lashed me with a Latin tongue, your bars would ring like great poetry. You bore me with your Latin. Descartes, the Imperator Gaius Julius Caesar Divius, is a powerful document. There is no better opportunity for the tribes in the north to gain Caesar's notice and favor. Plunge Descartes into the sky. And there we go, a new constellation. And the curse is undone. Consummatum est. The curse that once lies within that forbidden and nasty text has been unwritten and undone, and you find it in a fascinating final chapter you did not notice before. The new ways to prepare mutton, what a bounty! It's 111 delicious mutton recipes. I mean, after the curse, you realize now it's a cookbook. Yes, it's a cookbook. Grants an upgradable, yes, meat expertise, extra meat drops. Happy birthday, Caesar, where you are. Thanks, Vivian, but it's Jessica, not Caesar, and it's not my birthday. My mistake. Yeah, of course. Are you always listening on everything? Yeah, I got that book and possibly also a bachelor's degree in chemicals. I'm not exactly sure. Wow, sounds like a busy day. Yeah, that's a fair assessment. I'm going to bed now. Okay, sleep tight. We're having some trouble pinpointing the next R5, but we should have it sorted out in the morning. Alright. Oh, I almost forgot. Before he left on his errand, Charles asked me to have you pick a third store. Of course. The first applicant is Truncheons and Bludgeons. This fella's really excited about weaponry. The second is La Table Enchantée. It's like a high-end kitchen store, magical utensils and the like. And the last applicant is 10 Things I Hate About You, a hat store I pursue. Terrible name. Let's go with the hat store, despite the name. Okay, I'll get them moved in, and then I'm sure Charles will get next storefront ready for applicants. Thanks, Jessica. Let's get some sleep. After an entire day, you gotta admit that having made a bachelor's degree in one evening is pretty damn impressive. You always look back fondly on your afternoon at college. Three statues of you, each whispering. The whispering drifts in and out and mixes together, making it hard to understand. All I got, all I'm doing, grown, study, bluffing. Shut one of them up, no tongue. Okay, which one? This smug-looking one. Be quiet, one of them. Now you can hear the others. Pep talk. Nah. You've given yourself a pep talk, and you feel like you're ready to meet life's challenges with vigor and a sense of humor. Nice, muscle and moxie. Cool. Okay. This dream has a horrible hole in it. Well then. Yeah, my research wasn't thorough enough. What did you do, you idiots? Something prevented me from entering the campus. Will the barrier hold without me? Perhaps through this there is an ending. Yet another pitiful dream, of course. Anything here? No. Okay, so time to wake up. And get all of the buffs first. Okay, a dough baby. Let's make one. Carefully follow the recipe and whip up a little dough baby. Okay, let's go. Little Irvin. Heals his own night. I just wanted to have a dough baby. Fancy food. Okay, let's go. Muscle. And regeneration. Baguette. I have no idea what this is. Blood cutting. Okay, that's it. Okay, rub the crystal. There we go. Twinkling fingers, good. Heavy is the hand. Inherent stink. Fairy fisticuffs. All the extra perks. This does nothing. You can tickle the tentacle, that's gross, but still. Vivian, thank God you're finally awake. If you say so, what's eating you? I'm at my wit's end. Charles Wallace has gone missing. Really? Where did he go? He wouldn't be missing if I knew that. Closes her eyes and takes a deep breath. Okay, I'm panicking. Come on, Jessica, don't panic. I do know where he went before he went missing. What happened? We were having trouble getting the detective prime to focus on the next artifact. All we could get was the Big Moist. The Big Moist? The swamp north of Porkham, and I'm pretty sure that the entire swamp is not the cursed artifact in question. Charles went out there yesterday afternoon to see if a down power line or something was causing interference. And he hasn't come back yet? No, he hasn't. Maybe I should go looking for him. Are you trying to drive me crazy? Come on, get a wiggle on for crying out loud. Charles could have been eaten by Gatorman by now. He got an item map of the Big Moist. This sponge you're assured is an effective map of the moist lands. Yeah, but at first it does look like a Swiss cheese. Is this map a slice of Swiss cheese? It's a sponge? Which deli have you been going to? Sponge is definitely not a map. We're going to a swamp, it's soft, damp, and it has holes in it. What do you want from me? Right, okay. Did you say anything about Gatorman? Gatorman, you know, I don't, which seems like a good thing. The Big Moist is home to a tribe of nasty and belligerent half-people alligators. They don't take kindly to intruders, such as, for example, Charles Wallace, or me, presumably. Are you chickening out on me now when a friend's life is probably at stake? Have I heard of sunk cost fallacy? From the look on Jessica's face, this does not seem like the best time for this quip, and to continue to have a face to make quips out of. I'm going. Okay, 2 messages. Dunn and Rufus, okay. You dialed the number. Tak, słucham. I don't know how to read Russian. Diga, bueno, moshi moshi, dobleron, guten tag, Solunga, Donald, hello, Damali. Stick to English or I quit. Your resistance to international forms of communication may prove to have a hindering effect on you in the future. Here too, our organization possesses ambitions of operating worldwide-wise. I'll jump off that bridge when I get to it. What do you need? And in complex reacquisition, a team of operatives transporting a shipment of alcohol through the local wetlands encountered difficulties and were compelled to abandon the submarine. The wetlands proved to be drier than we had anticipated. Gee, you think? Uh-huh. So you need me to recover the booze. Where do you want me to take it? You may retain the booze as a recompense. Our only reparation is that it not be acquired by prohibition agents, all fear that they may discover our fingerprints upon it. Ah, yeah, glass bottles do take fingerprints pretty rarely. Bottles, well, that is an excellent point. Gives directions, of course. Okay, I'm on my way, and now let's call Rufus. You dial the number. The number you have dialed is out of service. Please hang up and... Rufus? Oh, it's you, Vivian. Sorry about the subterfuge. I had to tap into the university line to get a phone down here, and that isn't strictly speaking legal. Anyway, I think I've got the next step in building my quantum telecommunications device. Can you come to my lab as soon as possible? Okay, see you soon. Might as well also... Let's take a look at food. Extra muscle, extra... Physicality damage of magical weapon attacks. Makes you immune to poison. Yeah. Increases Moxie, bucket of chum. Now, you know, I'm going to go with fairy cakes. I will have everything at 8. Eat the fairy cake in half a bite. Cake with magic. But it's wholly delicious, of course. Now, potions. Maximum AP and the damage of a magical weapon attacks. That's nice. Forbidden fish and soda. Fish liver oil. Let's screw it. Instead of increasing my stats raw, I'm going to increase, my armor to everything. Also, one more thing. Completely forgot. Gonna pet the cat. Thank you very much. I stole the frat guys who helped out earlier. The guy who was looking for mesquite chips and the guy who lost his jacket. Oh heck yeah, bro! I got problems beating the cold. Killing is the hobby for you. Hey, did I say hobby? I meant lifestyle. Standing next to a 105, that sounds pretty good. Right, bro? Plus, while you're standing there, you can be queuing up some bugs or weenies or whatever. It's win-win. Gosh. Nice, you bask in the warm glow of the conversation. Oh, nice. I found this simple syrup. Nice and easy. Let's order a drink. What do we have here? +1 mysticality and moxie, absent, okay. Mixer. Simple syrup, beverage. Let me think. You know what? I'm going to go with cola. Bottoms up! Mysticality, moxie, maximum action points. Very good. Also, now that I have 8 of everything, I should be able to... Okay, what do we have here? A psychogeologist. Thank you for the glowing ooze. I'm not even going to go with this. I'm getting such tiny amounts of cash from these in the hats. Okay, first thing first, let's see what's for sale. Okay, nothing. But now I should be able to... Yep. Hey, welcome back. How to test your skills in a 2nd level challenge? What is it? Just take this pallet and hit this lever here hard enough to ring the bell while shooting a bullseye with an air rifle and solving this crossword puzzle. Oh, how's the puzzle? It's a Thursday puzzle, so it's tough but not unmanageable. Okay. You spend 10 minutes. You pull the pencil between your teeth and pick up the mallet in one hand and the air rifle in the other. Outstanding. So, ooh, I hate the clues with the question marks after them. Ah, but those are the fun ones. Great job, kid. You're a winner. Here's your prize. Nice. Extra armor to everything. And I think I should be able to... Yep, one more. Hey, look who it is. Ready for the level 3 challenge, Chief. All you have to do is knock over this stack of lead milk bottles with a beanbag while walking a tightrope and playing me at the chess. Do I have to win? Well, yes. Are you good at chess? I came in 2nd at the state championship this year. Ready to take me on? Okay. Climb up on the tightrope and carefully inch your way across while calling out your chess moves. Fortunately, the height gives you a good view of the board. As you reach the end, you hurl the beanbag full force at the stack of milk bottles. Knight to e7. Pull out. Checkmate. Well, I'll be damned. I'll admit it, kid, you snook at me pretty good. Here's your prize. Sticky hand on a stick. This is a carved wooden hand on a short chain. The hand is covered in tar. Perhaps someday someone will come up with a slightly less terrible way to execute on this idea. So far? Okay, but now I would need 9 of everything, so plus 1 extra. Plus 1 extra muscle, and I do not want to get rid of the other perks. Okay, let's go back to SIT. Campus. Talk to Rufus. No, thank you. I'm good. I don't need a fuse. What should I do with these extra fish connects? Well, I can cook them for you. A pinch of lye and some muriatic acid, and they're totally edible. I don't want to know how you know that. If you whip the glistening eggs together with some chemicals and fry them up over a Bunsen burner for you, we've been to the ocean at low tide. Imagine frying that smell. Oh my god, I can totally imagine this. Gives you 5 H points region per round until you eat something else. Thanks. Okay, so what's the next step? I don't have to go back in the sewers, do I? Oh no, this is much more straightforward. Well, your part of it will be anyway. That's what I like to hear. I need some way to broadcast the quantum signal from this fisherman pearl over as broad an area as possible. I figure the most robust transmission network available is the commercial radio band. The nearest broadcast tower is the Radio Shack at WGCR in the Big Moist. Hey, what do I do there? Just take this transmitter I've built and plug it into the console. Okay. You don't really understand what this machine does, but Rufus asks you to hook it up to a different machine that you also don't know what it does. That will transmit a special frequency out over the radio. Then I just need a bunch of different test readings so I can adjust the signal for latency, data loss, and so forth. All you have to do is find as many random radios as you can, tune into WGCR, and use this receiver to test the transmissions. At least 10 different radios should be enough. Let's call it 11 just in case. Fair enough, so then I'll have to run all over the place and find radios, okay. But yeah, one thing that I absolutely love about this chapter is the music. Never before would I have guessed that you could make banjo sound actually badass. You wouldn't trust this rickety old shelter to protect you from a single raindrop. I see what there is to notice. There's a notice from the Federal Bureau of Prohibition. Wanted. Information pertaining to the whereabouts of Jarvis and Clem Schultz for the crime of moonshinery, last seen in the vicinity of a rickety old cabin. Anything else of interest? Another poster grabs your attention. Missing from Chapman inquired largemouth bass in songs. The face of a teenage boy is circled in an attached photograph. Portrait of the boy and his elder male relatives, each holding a largemouth bass proportionate to his own height. And there's a similar poster right beneath it. Missing Kathy Tracy inquired at largemouth bass in songs. What is going on at largemouth bass? I don't know, but I'll find out. We could add Charles to this. Yeah, but it would just make us deface the other poster, so not exactly. Let's go with the mob submarine first. Oh, it's you. Your slog through the swamp is interrupted by an unfortunately familiar face. Halt interloping. Pernicious interference ends here. Ah, geez, not you again. Indeed, it is I, and I will give you even more cause to regret this encounter. You may have thought yourself clever hiding in the institute where Dean's wards would protect you from our attentions. But now you've left that protection behind and encroached on the source of our power. You have made yourself extremely vulnerable. So the Dean was actually trying to protect us, okay? I'm just looking for my uncle. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know anything about the Dean or your plans or those weird dreams or any of it. Regardless of these claims, you will not leave this place unscathed. Quite the opposite. So unscathed? Indeed. Oh, fine, I'm not scared of an accountant. What are you gonna do, embezzle me to death? Terence pulls a gun out of his jacket. I've decided to balance these books in a more direct fashion. Well, okay, so saxophone, flute. Let's take a look. And I can actually do this too, because Moxie has sleaze damage. Definitely good enough. And now let's deal with this thing so it will not boost his friends. That was tough. Okay, Cavalier acts twice. Okay, once again, Tim. And fire the ice. Okay, I did not manage to read what he said. You all Terence skulls away with a "you haven't seen the last of me" or some such cliche. Nice. Okay, mob submarine. What do we have here? Hobo code. Go read, disappointing lack of sandwiches inside. Ah, well, forewarned is forearmed, I guess. But also, let's take a look. Nice, I have quite a lot of experience. So I might as well keep going on with increasing all my stats. What else do we have here? We used to put up replicated bunny, sleaze armor, orchestra strike, vocal backup. Cannot imagine a less interesting book. Now let's go just one after another. First, cricket and bunny. Will also increase your moxie by 3, sure. Learn that in addition to harming the savage pectoral muscle, music can also soothe it. You get so relaxed because of your newfound knowledge that you carelessly misplace the book, of course. Let's upgrade Orchestra Strike. I don't think I can. Oh, I can upgrade this. Touching the shaky book makes your hand start shaking in a way that you are surprised to find is really cool. Oh right, I did not even get this perk, okay. If you held onto it longer, you could probably get your hands shaking even more stylishly. It takes some effort though. You hold on tightly to the book, letting it shake your hands until you become worried that you'll also develop a case of jazz eyes. You got to put the book back in your sack, but your shaky hands cause you to drop it into a bonfire instead. Ah well. Okay, fair enough. Okay, let's open it up, climb in. Okay, torpedo, what? You can see darkness inside the submarine. No way a submarine applies darkness inside of all of us. For this porthole, you can just barely make out a chart on the wall of the submarine. You strain your eyes, but the chart is either slightly too far away, the submarine is slightly too dark, or some combination of two of those factors. Strain your eyes even further. Years of study have taught you how to deliberately damage your eyes in order to learn things. Those years of study finally pay off as the text on the chart reveals itself. Torpedo 2 pressure 19 psi. Classic pressure value. Submarines must have used their extra steam to do their laundry. Military sailor's hat. Nothing on a periscope. Ah, there we go. This control panel has a big dial on it labeled internal pressure. There we go. You open the torpedo tube and recover with a mop's shipment of booze. Barrel of tequila. There's a snake in the bottom with instructions to cut it up into worms for redistributing the tequila into bottles. Disgusting. Okay, this pipe is clogged. Unclog it. There we go. What do we have? Russian clogs. The kick when you're rushing places. That was terrible. Yeah, you're gonna have to discover the lower deck is completely flooded. You'll need some kind of breathing apparatus if you want to go down there. Fair enough. That's why I took this. Okay, these torpedoes have been ruined by water. Somebody should have damned them. There we go. This crate has been busted shut by freshwater barnacles. That's why we needed the barnacle dissolver. Wow, this is a really fancy looking necklace in here. Opulently bejeweled necklace. +7 to everything. This is one of the best protected items in the entire game. And if you want to do a lot of extra side stuff that requires armor, this is your go-to. This is your go-to accessory. If the niceness of a necklace is determined by how many jewels are on it, this necklace is like 50 nice. Ironically, this is a creative rust remover. Okay, what do we have here? Pile of silver bars. I'm not sure if this is enough silver bars to count as a proof, but it's at least a heap. Okay, so I think this is everything in this spot. So let's get out of here. Yeah, and let me put my fedora back on. Okay, so I got this done. Let's go to Radio Shack. Burly hunter charging through the mud gives a holler. As soon as you see his toting shotgun on one arm and carrying a pile of gator hides over his shoulder. What are you doing? Swamp's no place for a little kid. Gators will eat you alive. Take this, get yourself a seat till the next boss out. Wow, that's not enough money for the boss. Fine, fine, take it, but go. Okay, I'm not a little kid, by the way. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, what do we have here? Somebody's old campsite, and it looks trashed. Amidst all the garbage strewn about, you find a shiny 7-8 combination wrench with PW painted on the side. You got an item, Charles' wrench. Charles dropped this 7-8 combination wrench as a clue to help you find him. Return it to Charles when you find him. That's strange. Obviously this belongs to Charles, but he doesn't seem like the kind of guy who'd lose one of his tools carelessly. Not the kind of guy who would leave trash around his campsite. You look around more carefully and discover weird tracks in the mud, big, flowed bipedal tracks. Maybe Gatorman tracks? There's a spot where some kind of scuffle clearly happened. Oh jeez, well that tells it Charles must have gotten kidnapped by Gatorman. Maybe he dropped the wrench on purpose to attract your attention. Hopefully you can find him soon. We'll need to find a couple more camps, but still. Alright, fun. Okay, let's close this thing. We play the jaws of the flies around the little hole and random close, of course. Let's head right in. Okay. There's a couple of pieces of tape stuck to one of the bricks here. Remove the tape. What do we have here? Swamp water has slipped in through this hole and wetted the floor. Well, the days when these very good shoes are already long past. But it's pretty important. Why? Because these guys are vampire. There's some guys hanging out here looking stoic and cool. Also a gator man with more tail than the usual allotment of teeth. With more than the usual allotment of teeth. How the hell did I? Okay, never mind, sorry. Hi, how are you guys? We are radio technicians. Why are you standing here in the dark? Why not? It is radio, there is nothing to see. Well, you got me here. The machinery looks weird. Are you speaking of the battery units that appear to be powered by outer space or some form of negative energy or something like that? Yeah, that's strange, right? They are not standard tissue, it is true. So what? I cannot tell you any more about them. Aw. So what's this stuff for? Always with the questions. Sorry, I have a curious nature. I will not reveal to your employer's plans. Her plans to use this equipment to broadcast her voice across this country once she has assumed full control of the government. Please. No, stop asking. Okay, fair enough. Keep your secrets. Wait, is that a gator man? Oh, have you not seen a gator man yet? Sorry, it's hard to keep track. These are the guys Jessica mentioned, and they're pretty much what you'd expect from the name gator man. They're intelligent, upright walking alligators. They have tough, scaly skin, lots of teeth, and pissy attitudes about everything that they aren't already eating. They especially hate intruders, and the biggest reason that the swamp isn't a popular tourist destination. This being, it's a swamp. Okay. But here I thought, there it is. These bricks have been inexpertly mortared together to pry them apart. Those bricks were there to cover up the fact that this brick was missing, the lamest conspiracy ever. And now the water is flowing. Hey, hi, it's me again. Greetings. You sure okay with me just wandering around like this? Well, not entirely, but our orders were very specific to protect and maintain the equipment, so we have no argument with you as yet. Frankly though, you are getting on my nerves a bit. Sorry. Hey, about this water. What about it? I just wanted to point out that it isn't stagnant, it's flowing from one side of the room to the other. Running water? One of several very common weaknesses. Water burning? Irony terrible. The vampires made for the door, but get in each other's way and dissolve into ash that is quickly washed away. They were vampires? Yeah. You don't know what this console does, but if it's any consolation, nobody really expects you to. Hook up Rufus's gadget, you plug in Rufus's gadget, and the console starts emitting a different series of beeps than it was emitting before. Apparently this machine is powered by evil? Or at least weird. Okay, this thing is pretty cool, also looks very lightweight. Glowy lightning bolt thing. Can you believe this is a thing that was invented in the past and not approximately 60 years from now? I wouldn't have guessed. The rhino valve, the muscle rub made from the toe jam of endangered rhinoceros, horse ghost pad. The radio people are probably saving this stuff in case anyone ever invents video and they have to go to war. Nice, 50 experience comes from just one flush toilet. And what do we have here? Jewelry case. Let's open it up. Dump out the jewelry box contents, which are so exciting that you forget to cue the box itself. Amethyst earrings, nice. Mood ring. Constantly changes your mood. The kind of mood rings you're thinking of haven't been invented yet, and you're not sure how it makes you feel. Probably it makes you feel a different way every time you walk into a new room. Of course, fair enough. I'm not going to argue. Okay, I'm going to go back to the bus stop. Okay, what do we have here? Now, there's a sad sight. Old house abandoned long ago to the swamp, half sunk in a wet muck that passes in these parts of the roads. I and a nice family lived in that house one time. Now you look at it, shame enough. Go inside. Jeepers creepers, there's a bandit shot dead on the floor, right in the floor. Must have come here looking for treasure. From the look of it, he wasn't the only one. Oh, the stink of death hangs heavy in this place, alright. Let's keep exploring. Holy gosh, sitting room is littered with bodies. 3 more bandits and the entire defensive line of the Ocean City football team. Obvious what happened. Bandits and football players got sold the same line on a buried treasure by some shifty rumor monger. Both groups came here searching for the fortune, ran into each other, and everyone got shot to pieces. Wherever that double dealer who sold them the tip is now, he'd better be smiling. Keep exploring. Oh, he's here in the kitchen, also shot by a bandit, and linebacker looks like. But he got him too. Poor pathetic souls. What the fuck is going on here? Now the bedroom, the finish line, and here's who made it. Quarterback and the wide receiver. You'd figure they'd been on the same side, but they shot each other in the back simultaneously. And there's nothing in here but a single jewelry box on the nightstand. Ain't that funny? All that death for a couple of trinkets, nothing rots a person like greed. Yoink? Continue where you're going, hold back tears and continue where you're going. Weep openly and continue where you were going, hold back tears. Such a shame. a baking stone earrings, anaerobic ring. Right now this ring prevents oxidation in its immediate vicinity. In the future it will also prevent exercise. Okay, and why am I here? It's because I will need to go to the mob, and then I will have to start dealing with the radios all over the Ocean City and other places. So I'm here just so I will remember when I start recording the next episode. Yes, my memory is that bad, and I'm not recording, simultaneously. There's always a couple of days break between the episodes while I'm recording them. Okay, but anyways, it's definitely been an hour, so like I said, 1 hour around per episode. So this is the point for me to wrap everything up. So, without any further ado, that is all for today's episode. I really hope that you enjoyed it, and as always, I will see you in the next video. Have a good one.